Okay, staying in the prone position on the ball. Now we're really going to focus on the hip muscles and the low back muscles and some good strengthening exercises. These are great exercises, and when you do them on the ball, they're very comfortable. First we're going to do, take your hands out, good wide position here so you got a good base. Like a pyramid, take your right leg and you're going to bring that leg up with a straight knee. In other words, we're not doing this and letting the leg flop around. Good control, the leg is straight and up. And up, we're going to do both legs, 10 to 15, you can go up to 20 if you'd like. Now a key thing about the ball in this particular exercise that can make this very easy is if you simply roll forward, makes it much easier. And if you're just starting, that's what you'll want to do, roll forward on the ball, and you can do your 15 hip extensions on this side, and then on this side. And if you roll out this way, now I only rolled about 8 inches, boy, does that make that leg heavier. It's all leverage and the fulcrum point of the ball. Okay? And then do your 10 on this side. Okay? As you get more advanced, now don't try and do this right away. You simply go forward and bring both legs up together. That's much more aggressive, and I do not recommend this until you've been working on the ball for 2 to 3 months. Okay, now we're going to work the upper back. Same position, feet will be out wide. Hands here on the ball. This is a great back extension exercise. It stretches the spine, works with the disc in a healthy motion, as well as strengthens the muscles that surround the back and the spine. And we're going to go up, look up towards the ceiling, and back down. And up, and you'll do 10 to 15 of these. If this is too easy and you want to work a little more strength, you simply take your hands and cross here. Now I shouldn't say simply because this is much harder than this. Okay. Now what I need to do when I get more, when I'm really working on strengthening my back, I actually roll back until my feet are touching the wall behind me, and that's helped stabilizes me, because otherwise, as you'll see as I go up, my feet tend to go up because I rock. But that's an advanced exercise. To start out with, this is an excellent way to work it. Great job. Okay, how's everyone feeling? You feeling that core working? Boy, I'm starting to work up a sweat myself, and those muscles are working. I'm starting to feel invigorated, and that's how you should feel. You shouldn't feel pain. It should be a fun thing to do. We're going to go on now. After you've worked up to this point, go back and repeat this if you're a beginner. Don't do the exercises from here on until you feel very comfortable with the ball and you've worked and you feel like you're getting stronger and you're ready for another challenge. When you're at that point, you're going to come down here on the ball. Now we're going to start working some core as well as strengthening in the upper body. I call these walkouts because we're simply going to walk out on the ball, and as we do that, you tighten up your stomach muscles so your back doesn't sag, as you'll see what I mean. This would not be a good walkout. Okay, this, tighten up the tummy muscles, work it out so you're stiff like a 2x4, and then come back. Okay, and you're going to walk out and back. This is excellent work for the shoulder girdles, okay, the back and the stomach muscles. Everything's working together on this. It's harder than it looks, believe me, and back. Now we're going to go one step farther once you walk out. This is for the very advanced. After 6 months to a year working on the ball, we do rotations. This is not hard. I just had an 18-year-old trying to do this. He could not do it. It took him about 3 weeks, and he was an athlete before he could start doing this one. But it is a great core strengthening. Hold it on that one if you don't feel comfortable. The next thing is push-ups. Now this one you can do at any level actually, because you simply make the intensity of the push-up varied on where you position your body over the ball. And if we go like this, boy, I can do this without any effort. My legs are actually the counterweight to my trunk. It is very easy. As I walk out, now I've got to start tightening my tummy muscles, working that trunk and core, and making the push-up much more aggressive. Now you can go way out to here and up on your toes. That gets very aggressive. That's for the athlete, the higher level athlete. We're probably going to, most of the viewers here are probably in this range, and that's where you're going to stay. Okay, There's no reason to get way out, again, unless you are working on some higher level activities. Okay, the next exercise, we're going to be sideline on the ball. This is something that is difficult to do. I've been working on the ball for quite a while, and I still like to have something to hold on to work this one. And we're going to do hip abduction, working these side hip muscles as well as the side of the stomach. All these muscle groups are great stabilizing exercises, help you with your figure, burning some calories as well as your posture and maintaining good healthy back. Okay, with this one, we're going to go up and down like this, keeping your legs straight. Okay, don't point your toe up like this, keep it pointed straight ahead if you can. Okay, keep your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your shoulder all in one line. In other words, out like this does not count for a good hip abduction strengthening exercise. We're in like this. Boy, and after about 10 of them, I can already feel that hip muscle right there, my hip abductors starting to burn a little bit, it's working. Okay, then from there, once you get to that point, you feel that muscle burning, a little fatigue from work, we're going to simply do a hip flexion, knee to chest. You see I got my hand on something stable here, and these are aggressive. Make sure you got something to balance on, but they can be very healthy and working that hip and good stabilization muscles throughout the trunk. Okay, and simply the same thing for the other side. Come over. Now on this, again, where you position your body on the ball does make a difference on how difficult the exercise is. If I go more here, this becomes easier, and as I drop down, ball to my armpit, this is a little more difficult. Okay, we do 9 and 10, work the knee to the chest, and make sure you breathe with these, have a good time, have some music going, laugh a little bit. Do this with a friend, makes it all much easier, more enjoyable, and that's what exercise is about, keeping your body healthy, having fun, and making life much more enjoyable. Thank you very much. Now this exercise, using the exercise ball, is excellent to help train your body for proper lifting mechanics and working the same muscles you do when you lift something with proper body mechanics. Let's just say I was going to have this medicine ball, weighs 5 pounds, and I set it down and I want to use proper body mechanics. I'm going to bend those knees, keep my back straight, shoulders back, chin tucked in, and I'm going to lift it like this using the quad muscles and the glute muscles. Those are strong muscle groups. They're the lifting muscles. These muscles are small. They're made for maintaining posture. Okay? Now look at that motion compared to the motion we're going to do with the ball on the wall exercise. This one I use tremendously in the clinic. I use it a lot with people, whether they have total knee replacements, whether they have an injury with their quadriceps or hamstrings or trying to strengthen those legs. And this is at all levels. Like I said, knee injuries, people in their 70s I have doing this exercise. And you can vary the intensity. Simply get the ball behind you, put it at the small of your back, just above the belt line, feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead, lean into the ball, should feel very comfortable. At this point, you put your hands on your quadriceps and bend the knees and back up. This is where we start. Okay? If this is very easy for you, you simply make it more difficult by going lower. Okay? Caution to people who have knee problems. If you've got knee problems and this bothers your knees, creates pain, you simply do not do it. Okay, if you've got good healthy knees, we continue on. One thing I want you to think about is your foot position. Make sure your feet are out in front of you, not straight below you. You need to have them out in front of you so you're leaning against the ball, and that's going to take stress off your knees. Very important point. Hands on your thighs, and then you go a little bit deeper, and you do your 10 to 15. I wouldn't go up to 20, you could if you wanted to, but 10 to 15 would be a good repetition count for this exercise. One thing you do not want to do is when you start getting more comfortable with it, is to start dropping way down. This is way too far. We do not want to go this far. We want to go down to where your thighs are above the parallel point. Okay? In other words, your thighs should be, if you put a level on there, they're going to be down a little bit. Here, they're parallel to the floor and never any lower than that. and it gets pretty difficult by that time. And you can use your hands here to push up a little bit. As you get stronger, you feel more comfortable, and you're going down to that end point you should not go past. You can put your hands here, and that'll make a difference. Okay? Once you get to that point, if you can do 10 to 15 of those, simply rest, do another 10 to 15, and you're going to feel a great workout in these large muscle groups. And a key benefit to this is when you use large muscle groups, you're burning calories, just another benefit of using the ball.